there's no meaning to any of this. So I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
So I recently saw this article and was dumbfounded, as I just couldn't comprehend how any game, much less Dragon Age The Veilguard of all games, won Game of the Year when the ceremony has already taken place. And then I was introduced to the Victim Awards. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant the GAYming Awards. What even are those, you may ask?
What the hell is even that?
Welcome to the GAYming Foundation, whose mission is to uplift and empower LGBTQ+ game workers and fans to affect change, celebrate inclusivity, and drive forward representation in games. There are 3 pillars: empowering workers, supporting fans, and of course, encouraging inclusivity. Empowering workers basically boils down to them supporting LGBTQ game industry workers with grants and support programs in order to improve their working lives. As far as supporting fans is concerned, they basically support content creators and local gamer groups who are building and fostering positive fan communities with grants and support programs once again. And lastly, encouraging inclusivity, because of course their end goal is to challenge the video game industry to be more inclusive of the LGBTQ+ players and workers by celebrating success, calling out what's wrong, and of course providing learning resources to enable them to do better. And of course your support is vital in delivering the real tangible change these programs can achieve by giving them your money. Because obviously.
I don't know what I expected.
Also, this is needed because 21 million people are gamers, since 11% identify as LGBTQ+ members. Because obviously it's 2025 and everyone and their mother is identifying as something far-fetched and under the LGBTQ+ umbrella. If you're an ordinary person, you can help them by either becoming a volunteer or giving them your hard-earned money. Unless, of course, you are a studio or make video games in any capacity, then you can sponsor the GAYming Foundation, aka give them more money, so you can not only demonstrate your commitment to the LGBTQ gaming community, but also work to strengthen the pipeline of diverse talent and a diverse, thriving fan base for your games, so that your studio can have the opportunity to also use virtue signaling in their advertising campaign. Or, if you want the too long didn't read version of what they are,
it's a ceremony!
It's psychotic. They keep creating new ways to celebrate mediocrity.
I guess when you keep failing in real life, the land of make-believe can still give you the copium and attention you so desperately want and need, but can't seem to get elsewhere. And if you can make money off of that, then who would say no to that? And to be honest, even the actual game awards themselves don't mean that much either, as there have been games where, you know, they were awarded the Game of the Year award, but the majority of players did not like anyway. But at least the game awards are an established norm, and their award actually means something, as winning the Game of the Year means that the game's visibility is affected, which leads to even more exposure for the game, which of course translates to revenue. Winning the Game of the Year award, though, seems to be a death sentence.
For if by some minute chance you meet the challenge, your reward will be great. Behold!
Oh my God!
Whoopsie. Now behold.
Because this group of people have had all but one massively successful game include their illogical drivel and still managed to get Game of the Year in recent years. I'm of course talking about Baldur's Gate 3, which does have all the elements and qualities these people crave to see in everything they consume, but was able to actually sell well because all those aspects are optional, and you can even play the game or ignore anything or even anyone you do not like in the game. Literally all the nominees and contestants here were either games nobody has heard of, games that caused massive backlash for their incredibly woke and in-your-face propaganda, or games that were a commercial failure. So how are they considered the best in the first place, I wonder? And where's that celebrating success part of that third pillar of the GAYming Foundation exactly? As these games, and even the game of the year this year, was a commercial failure. So maybe this isn't about success after all, and it's just a way for narcissistic people to get the attention they can't seem to get elsewhere. Having said that, however, I am not in any way, shape or form advocating for these awards to be discontinued or something, because of course everyone is entitled to having a space of their own to celebrate whatever it is they like to celebrate. But in typical far left manner, celebrating your own whatever in private doesn't count. Because unless everyone around you agrees with you 100% on everything you say and do, celebrates you all the time, affirms and condones whatever you say and again also do, then of course it isn't really a win unless every single piece of entertainment isn't chock full of your exact identity and political ideology. So, to the surprise of no one, this organization isn't there just to celebrate whatever they want in private. No, that would be way too easy. The GAYming Foundation is instead here to force people to do better, or whatever it is that they consider better anyway, and also to make sure their ideology is forced into literally everything once again. So my real problem here is not that what I consider a dumpster fire of a game and a desecration of a once beloved franchise got an award for how awesome it supposedly was, because I understand that I hated it personally, but some people out there might have chosen to make s'mores in this dumpster fire and actually enjoyed the game. And of course there have been times where I have enjoyed something that people didn't like. That's perfectly normal. So no, that's not my real problem here. My actual problem here is the fact that the far left has once again taken something neutral, and dare I say normal, and distorted as well as destroyed it so that it fits their exact identities and worldviews. And as if that wasn't enough, they're trying to spread their nonsensical agenda everywhere once again. Because again, this foundation isn't just about them having their own thing. That would have been just fine. This is about having their thing become everyone else's thing, and also the industry standard, otherwise the labels and vile epithets will surely start pouring in. But to be honest, I doubt this will ever change, for the simple reason that these people cannot seem to be able to change, since they at least come off as completely narcissistic individuals that want to see themselves reflected in literally everything they consume, otherwise they can't seem to be able to enjoy it or let others enjoy it in peace. And because they never take accountability for anything they do, change is literally impossible. They always choose to blame others, and people who always blame others for how their lives are will never change or better themselves in any way, as they always outsource their misery to other random people's actions and not their own, because admitting you have to do the work requires a level of self-awareness I doubt these people are capable of, as even when hit with reality, they always choose to willfully ignore it, and they have also gotten used to getting preferential treatment by big corporations and organizations, which has further skewed their self-perception, as well as their self-worth and self-importance. So yes, this ceremony is essentially meaningless, because outside of its own echo chamber, all this ceremony really did for the majority of gamers who skipped these exact games because of their in-your-face agenda in preaching, is that they now get to say, yep, I was right for not buying this game in the first place. So in a weird way, I do think these awards can be useful for the majority of gamers, in the sense that every year you get a definite list of which games to avoid.
Pass. 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 Pass.